Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. I hope everyone had a great weekend and a good week last week. I didn't do a stream, um, or did I? No, I didn't do a stream on Friday. I did do a stream on Monday, but I mean on Wednesday, but then I called it Monday, which was funny. But yeah, I don't think I was really awake, and I probably shouldn't do streams that early anymore because, yeah, I'm not too awake, I guess. I'm on Phasmophobia today. We have new weeklies, new dailies to do. I'm not too thrilled about the challenge mode in Brownstone High School. Um, yeah, that's not really good when I'm primarily a solo player. So I might leave that for when I'm able to play with the hubby. So we have multiple people. We usually will do a private and then post on either Facebook or let's see, what was the other one that we were on? I have to look. Discord. Apparently I'm still not awake. And it is at 10:17. I'm a little late. I was supposed to hop on at 9:45, but I got caught up in watching some videos. So I was like, oh, I completely forgot I was supposed to be live, and here it is a half hour later. And I'm like, oh, yeah. I was listening to my daily Bible verses. I did 2 today. I'm in Matthew. Matthew is one of my favorite, honestly, chapter, like, books because of the parables and everything. And lately, the parables have just been, like, clicking left and right. I am loving the energy that is right now. I just feel like I'm surrounded by all this energy, and it's just like lifting me up. I'm just in this bubble of just amazement, and I'm just being like lifted up into this whole new world, this whole new outlook on life, this whole new everything. And I've been trying some things that I've put off because I didn't think that I had the money. Didn't think I know and had the know-how. Didn't think I would trust myself, and I just like went in like full throttle. I didn't put too much invested, but I invested just enough for now to like get my feet in the water, and I'm really excited about this new adventure that I'm going on. The future is exciting and wonderful, and I'm just super stoked. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the game. I'm gonna go in single player because I am doing a stream. I won't do multiplayer unless I am playing with somebody that I know is gonna be okay on my stream. I don't want anyone on here who is going to be like negative and put people down, or especially those who are not, they're still my friends, but they're not like up to where they agree with my outlook, like when it comes to faith and putting everything into God. So they're not really up to that yet. They're still skeptics, but they're like borderline, but still they have their moments, and I don't want them to scoff and at any of the people that are watching. Because I think that's disrespectful, and they don't always think that it's disrespectful. Everyone has their own, what do you say, their own ideals about what is, okay to say and what's not, and they usually do it in a joking manner, but I don't think that's really to be joked about. I take my faith with, my walk with God very, very seriously, and, I just want them to respect my views and not say things that are mean and hurtful, and disguise it as a joke, So, I don't really, include them because I know that they're not going to really, have fun, with me talking about, God and my faith, and how great, he really is to us. I think it's going to be in the garage because I can hear clinking. And yes, we have, it's the new seasonal, this is for community, so it's not based on each individual, but you do help with the points, you know. So the more that you do on these maps, and there's only I think 4 maps that have the holiday. So the more that you do on there, the more that it goes up for the rest of the community. So I thought that was pretty cool. And you get the badge. Like the badge is oh, it's not gonna show. I'll show it on the screen in here. It's done. Oh, never mind. So on the first page, you know, the sparkly, it was that badge that you get, and I think we're pretty close to the second badge, and getting the. Oh, I forgot to see what my objectives: sanity, EMF, and parabolic. I could probably do that. Okay. I'm not too worried about the other 2, but the sanity below 25, depending on the ghost type, that could really, that could really hurt. So I'm gonna go set this up in the garage. It's either in the garage or it's in the kitchen. Oh, look at there. We got this so it's in here in the kitchen somewhere. It's throwing stuff around. I'm assuming it's gonna be in that direction. So I'm gonna set the camera up over here because I see more. And then it's in the basement, but yeah, I think it might be roaming from the kitchen. Yeah, putting this in there because you never know. So, and this has a really good range, so it's just gonna go like right here. Let's see this set up, and I lost my train of thought, so completely forgot what I was talking about. I'm gonna get this set up first, and then I'll look for the bone. Yeah, I just heard it's definitely in the garage, I think. Oh, it could be in the kitchen. And it's just roaming from the garage to... Yeah, it's right here. So, I'm gonna put the thing down. I'm gonna put my camera down right here, because I'm gonna go get some... I just threw something. Oh. I'll check the photos to make sure it was it, yeah. EMF 3. So it's like going into the garage and to the kitchen. So it's like that's the way that its roaming habit is. So I'm gonna put the dots. Oh, it is like not a happy camper, is it? I'm gonna put the dots like on this side of the wall, honestly, because it is just like. Oh, look at that. Ghost writing. Got a picture of a ghost. Look at that. Ooh, doing good. Don't have really any evidence other than ghost writing. I'm gonna check my sanity. It's supposed to be down to 25%. I don't like doing that until I am like done with my investigation. So I gotta get a parabolic in there. Bah, I don't really like the parabolics. So I need 6, 7 pictures. I can do 6, and yeah, I'll do more salt. Well, no, yeah, because I have the pictures of the bone and the thing to get, so I could just do the rest with the salt, depending on what else I get. So let's go ahead and throw the parabolic in here, and then we will put let's see, what else do I got? I got salt in my hand already. Alright, so we got Spirit Box, Spirit Box, Ghost Writing, and Dots, so it's a Deogen. Deogens are very slow, so if it hunts, I can just round it around this thing here. So it's not too bad. I just need to get evidence, so salt here, do that, and then I gotta go and get the bone. Yeah, it's like, I gotta get the bone. And I'm gonna get another incense, because just because the Deogens are slow, doesn't mean that I can possibly, like, Oh, it's through this plate. Yeah. I can get the pictures later. I'm just like to get all my pictures and interactions, to be honest. This is too funny. I'm gonna get another instant. And then I'll probably put another instant down, check to see if there's any places I could hide if he spawns on me while I'm in a different area. But I should be okay. I need the camera. Yeah. My sanity should be okay for now. I should have enough time to get the rest of the pictures and find the bone. I at least want to find the bone. And then the cursed object's not really that important, but the bone, I want to find that. Oh, fudge! It scared me. Oh, see? He's a scary, scary ghost. Fudge. Ooh. I can hide in here. So, there's one place I can hide. I cannot hide in there. Looking for the cursed object. Oh, I forgot to check. Oh. Okay. I should get the lights on. It's like walking around everywhere. It's a Krampus though, so it may not be as slow as I want it. So. Alright, so what he's doing right now is getting my sanity down. So, with it being Krampus, I'm not going to take a chance because I don't know. I'm just watching my alerts. So, yeah, I honestly, it doesn't look like I've got EMF, yeah, because we've got everything, so the deal. I'm gonna go ahead and just take sanity medication because I'm not worried about the, I want to get some, like the parabolic and stuff, at least, and then open up a couple of the Krampus, boxes, so. I'll be safe. I got all the pictures, I got the bone, not too worried about the thing, so I was able to, yeah, fill it up with interactions and the ghost picture and the ghost writing. So, yeah, that was a good one. I'm not gonna worry too much about the sanity. I'm just gonna try and look for the Krampus, boxes. I didn't find any so far. This is crazy. Like, there's none. This is not a happy ghost. It's like unhappy. So this is the only one I found so far. I didn't think I seen any in here. Yeah, it usually sits right on that red cabinet. And there's one there. So maybe in the basement there's gonna be one. And then I'll work on the parabolic. Yeah, no, not down here either. Ooh. Oh, come on, turn on. That's so strange. Usually I get two. It's a Ouija board. It's setting off the thing again. That's so crazy. And so unfair. I'm not gonna get a whole lot of points. Nah. Where's my parabolic? Do I have it? Oh, I do, okay. So I'm just gonna sit right over here. Get parabolic. I'm gonna turn the light on, actually. I know he's there because the EMF is going off. You just like walk through because the lights are flickering. I get some coffee. There we go. That's parabolic at least. It says 2 out of the 3. I got my ghost. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Shwing. Now on the next run of this, I will actually go ahead and show you where things are spawned. I'm learning each map little by little as I learn these. I play a lot by myself. Look at that. So the events team, we get like the very first one is you get that badge, and then this right here is where you go get the holiday points. So when you play these, and you get more points if you discover the boxes, and you know by the maps I've got the presents. There's 4 of them. You got Maple Lodge Campsite, Bloodsdale Farmhouse, Point Hope, and Tanglewood Drive. The only 2 that I'll do by myself, I've tried Maple Lodge Campsite by myself on amateur, and I had I think there's an Onryo that was like very different. I was going back to get pictures because I already got the ghost type. I've already gotten like all the evidence, and I was just gonna go back and get the camera because I was by myself, so I couldn't carry everything. So I left the camera behind because I can go back to, if I find the bone or the cursed object, I can go back and take pictures later. So I go back, I grab some salt and then the camera, and I'm walking back in. And as I'm walking back in, I'm getting closer to where everything is set up and my light starts flickering, which usually means either a ghost event or it's hunting. Well, if it's hunting, I don't like to, because I can't see the ghost. I don't know if it is a hunt or a ghost event. So I start like backtracking. I'm like, oh, I cannot be hunting right now. I cannot be hunting. This is crazy. It's so early with my sanity. And sure enough, I got back to the gate and the gate was locked, which means it was hunting. So I walk back to the other side of the campsite where the ghost isn't, and I wait it out. I go back out, leave. I look at my sanity. My sanity is like 82%. And I'm like, okay, it's not a demon, because I already know what ghost this is, and it should not be hunting at 82%. But yeah, the thing was full on. It was just so abnormal. So that can happen. I've had shades, which is a very shy ghost. The shades, oh, we can look here. So the shades are supposed to be very quiet. But I've had some shades that are, yeah, look at that. We got our second tier. That have been very abnormal. And they hunt. Usually they don't hunt. There was one that I wasn't playing. It was my hubby. And if hubby is playing, I usually will watch, because I like to put my 2 cents in. He's a lower level than I am. And I've been playing a little bit more than he has, because he has other games that he focuses on. I'm the type that can have maybe 2 games, 3 games that I can focus on. Otherwise, I'm unable to really dive into each game. So anyway, I was watching him play. He was playing with another group, and it came down to, I was like, okay, because they couldn't find any other evidence, and the ghost wasn't giving it to him. And I was like, okay, what have you tried? And I'm like, okay, we tried this, and this, and then the ghost, based on how it was acting, I was like, wow, it's acting not like a should, because usually a shad's a very shy ghost, but this one was not very shy at all. But sure enough, they made their decision. I said, I'm not sure what this one is. It could be this one or that one. But this one just doesn't make sense based on how it's acting, how it's hunting. And sure enough, it was. And then I found out that during the holiday event, so if you're playing Phasmophobia, I'll keep this in mind. They were playing a map that was a part of the holiday event. They actually changed the way that the ghost hunts, so that way you would not be able to tell what the ghost is. Reason for that is that they give us 19 days, well, 19 and a half, to complete this. The more points you get, the higher it goes. So if you go into Nightmare, you're only given 2 pieces of evidence. You have to rely on the ghost. They made it even harder because you get all those points. That would make the event go a lot faster. And I'm pretty sure they didn't want the event to go too fast. So they made it near impossible, unless you got really lucky. So keep that in mind when you're playing on like Nightmare or above, or like a custom, and your custom has only like 1 or 2 evidence for those points, for that multiplier, because they did change the way that the ghost behaves because of Krampus. So just keep that in mind. If you're wanting to do the multiplier, I would play on any other map that's not part of the holiday. The ghost doesn't change. You'll be able to picture like what the ghost is based on how it hunts. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what they got here with the new badge. I don't see anything. What do we get with the tier 2? Let's go back. An upgraded ID card? Mine did not really upgrade. Winter's Patron. Enter. I don't really see any difference to the badge. Oh, it just okay. It does. Updated just means it gets the motion because it wasn't like flickering. No, last time. So okay, I guess that's all right. I made it to level 100, so I could prestige if I wanted to. I don't know how to prestige. How do a prestige? Maybe we'll have to. Let's see. I think you have to maybe do the events too, because I don't have a prestige badge. Maybe we can't prestige when you get to a level 100. I'm just trying to figure out how to prestige. Because I'm level 100. I don't know if I want to or not, but... That's the game. This cactus. That is my hubby. I was playing with him the other day. I've lost 726 items. I have I gained 283,000 but spent 228,000. Oof. And total sanity loss, deaths, photo taken, ghost repelled, time seen by ghost, time in ghost room, time in truck. Oh, this is too funny. Look at that, 25 hours, 40 minutes and 51 seconds. Of course, I spent more time in the truck than in the ghost room, more time in the dark than a ghost room, more time in the light. I don't like being with a ghost. I've only triggered 3 cursed sons. How is that possible? I don't use the stuff. Most deaths to a demon makes sense because most play location, Sunny Meadows restricted, which is weird because I usually play by myself most of the time, and I don't like playing Sunny Meadows because it is really difficult. And my journal. Okay, so I'm not too sure how I prestige. I'm gonna have to look into this. because I don't see an option. And I thought you get to prestige at level 100, but there's nothing on here that I could see that shows that I could prestige. Because I'm going to a quick loadout, equipment manager, and shop. Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. Interesting. I'm probably going to have to put a cough drop in my throat. Oh, in my mouth for my throat. Because it is very difficult. So let me open up a cough drop. So I'm sorry about the clicking. I think I've got everything turned down. Hopefully it's not too loud. Hopefully it wasn't too loud. So I'm gonna get a cough drop real quick. So with me, when it comes to when I get sick, it lasts a little bit longer than usual because, well, I'm not too sure why, but so we'll go back to Tango Drive. I'm gonna show you on this one where everything spawns. I don't know. I know everything spawns in Camp Woodwind. I could check that too. I Point Hope. Everything else, I don't know. I'm still learning. That's why I'm really iffy on trying to prestige right now, because there's only 2 maps that I know really well. All the other ones I'm still learning. And I've only been to Brownstone High School twice. I've only been to Sunny Meadows, the original, the large one. I've only been there once. I've only been to the prison once. Because the maps are huge. It is huge. All those 3 maps are huge. So when you're by yourself, it is almost impossible to find, where the ghost room is. So you'll have to rely on the parabolic microphone to kind of tell you what direction to go into. And it's possible that you get lucky, with the Sunny Meadows restricted. I usually get lucky with the ghost room being really close to the door. So it's not too far in, but I did Sunny Meadows by myself once before. The restricted one, not the original. And it had put me all the way downstairs on the other end of the corridor. So I was like, okay, that's not going to work because it's me only, and I'm only able to carry 3 items at a time. So by the time that I get everything in there, the ghost is going to start hunting. And I don't like taking sanity until I at least get some of the evidence. Otherwise, I'm going to use up all 4 vials of sanity. So that's the issue I have with those large maps. Camp Woodwind's a very good one. So if you're by yourself and you want to learn Ghost, Camp Woodwind is the best one to tinker with. You could always do a custom when you get to 50. So when you get to level 50, you could always do a custom, and you can make you're faster than the ghost. You won't get points, but if you don't want to die, that would be a good thing to do. If you don't mind dying, once you lose all your gear, you could always go into a custom and also do not lose your gear. So you won't lose your gear. You won't get no points, but you won't lose your gear if you die. So that would be a good option too if you're trying to learn the ghost. You go in just by yourself. Make sure that the custom is set to that if you want to have it where you're going to mimic a real hunt, but you don't want to waste your money, just go to the custom and put it that you don't lose your gear when you die, that you get it all back. It forfeits any the time. You don't get any money for it, or XP, but you'll be able to gain knowledge on the ghost type, and especially learn how to do nightmare, insanity, or worse. Because I think with nightmare you get 2 pieces of evidence. With insanity you get 1 piece of evidence, and then you can go to here, on this one here. I believe this one. Yeah, it's 15 multiplier. So this one will have no evidence. So if you really want to learn the ghost, that's what I would say to do. Go to Camp Woodwind. I say Camp Woodwind. Let's go ahead. I'll show you. I'll go to Camp Woodwind. I will show you the reason why. I say I'm gonna leave it on professional because I'm not I'm not really worried too much about all the other maps. And I'm learning the ghost as actually, I'll show you. I'll show you. Why not? Alright, so when you get to level 50, you could do a custom. So you go over here, you click on, let me go back. So you click on this here, this box. Click on the arrows, and you'll see the nightmare. You can read through what it says. See, this one here says that you'll hide one type of evidence, so you only get 2 pieces of evidence, and then you have to base the rest of the evidence on what ghost it is, based on how it on how it hunts or how it behaves, like how long the duration of the hunt is, how it moves, if it shapeshifts, etc. And then you have insanity. It hides 2 types of evidence, so you only get 1, and then you really have to pay attention to how the ghost is hunting. This one here has got a long hunt duration and kills increased duration. So if it kills somebody on your team, it gets even longer of a hunt. And starting at Nightmare, the ghost can hunt multiple times in one hunt, so it can kill multiple people. And so keep that in mind if you're working with other people. So challenge mode is what we have with the weekly. Oh, so this right here I won't do because it says it's going to chase you immediately. So it's a tag. The hide and seek one was very hard, and I didn't even get any. So alright, so this right here custom. You see how it says lose items and consumables. You just go to the edit. You can leave everything like if you want alone, but like let's say that you want to just play the game and you want to better like view the ghost. Go infinite, like it goes here, rewards goes to 0. Go to infinite speed for sprinting, and then player speed, increase that up to however you want it. Goes up to 150, and then leave your flashlights on. Lose items and consumables. If you die, turn it off. Turn it off. This right here, it results in 0 rewards, but you won't lose any items or consumables. And then you can leave the ghost to everything alone. Leave everything alone depending on, what you're looking for. Alright, so this right here is the evidence. So let's say that you really want to hone in on your ghost hunting skills, and you want to try Nightmare, but you are not getting there because you keep dying. Go to here, reduce it down to 2. This means it'll give you 2 evidence, it'll hide another one, and you have to essentially like rely on how the ghost interacts with you and what evidence you already have, and you can rule out other ghosts. So let's say that you are and you have like a Jinn and another one that you're to choose from, and you've had your generator or the fuse box on all this time, and the ghost has not touched it. That would mean it's a Jinn. Now, if it did touch the generator, right? If it did touch the generator, then that means that it is most likely the other ghost, because Jinns can't touch the fuse box. Now, here's another thing you have to keep in mind. You can't always rely on that, because sometimes when you go into insanity, the fuse box or the generator can be destroyed. So you'll have to make sure that you are really paying attention to the contract that you're doing and hone in on your skills based on the ghost. So I'm going to leave these here. The chance of the fingerprints and the duration goes down when you get to, but this trigger is not for that exactly. This is for you to hone in on, the ghost. Setup time, I'm going to go down to we'll leave it at 3 minutes. Why not? We're going to go to clear. Yeah, we'll do clear, because we're not here to really play the game. We're here to like hone in on what you're doing. Alright, we'll leave everything else the same. And yeah, so we'll apply that. The contract, we're done. We'll apply, we'll ready up and go, and then I will show you where things spawn here, the best hiding places, that if you're like running from a ghost. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do all this. Usually when you're doing Sanity and Nightmare, these are ruined, so you cannot check. Like, the reason that these are is because sometimes you could cheat with that activity board. Say that you go and you're setting up and you come back and your activity board just spikes 5 points. It goes up 5 points directly, and it's not anything else. It's just the ghost being a ghost. That means you most likely have an EMF 5. So if you're constantly seeing those spikes and not during a hunt, it has to be just normal activity, and it spikes to 5, like 5 points. So if it goes from 0 to 5, or from like 2 to 8, or 2 to 7, or higher, 3 to 8 or higher, that's usually an indication of an EMF 5. You cannot rely on these when you go to nightmare or above. So you can, I believe you can do these with your evidences being low. I'm not too sure. We'll have to check on that. So this is what I do. I grab these. I check the cameras. Right here. Alright, lights are on. Makes it a little difficult to see orbs, but if you check here first, you usually can, not all the time, but sometimes you'll get lucky on finding the orbs and the view that's here, because you can see the truck there, and then you have the activities tent, and then you have the kitchen tent, the campfire, and then right in front of the campfire, and then you have the picnic area. You can somewhat see between the tents if the light was not on, and then you have this area here that leads to the bathrooms, and then another tent that's back there in the children's area. Sometimes you can get lucky and see the orbs come into view. That's just a neat trick that I do, just to, not start the setup time. Another thing I do, this is a friend that taught me this, is I'll cycle through, because I'll drop my lighter if I'm not paying attention. I will drop things inside, because once you open that gate, your timer starts. This timer, it'll show 0, but you get like at least a minute before the ghost starts to really come after you. Not always. Make sure that you understand that, but often they still give you that courtesy. I always put a crucifix in there because of the possibilities. Alright, so let's go ahead and look what we got. So we have 2 instances while chasing someone, detect a ghost with a motion sensor, and a parabolic. So we'll grab our motion sensors and parabolics on the next run. I'm just gonna put instant. Alright, so parabolic, motion sensor, and 1 more instant. Oh, I meant to turn that on. Turn that on, throw it on there. Put this where my next right there is, and then motion sensor. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab the rest of the gear. We'll turn off our light. I will show you why. Pick up this here, and 1 more look at this, just to double check if you see any orbs. I don't see anything, so we'll go ahead and switch to this camera. I turn the light off because look, I don't like the way that looks. So I turn that off. I come over to the fence and I just look. Just like kind of graze over, see if you can see any orbs. This is giving you another angle that the other camera could not give you. And then I'll walk over here just to see if I can get into the activities tent. Because sometimes I do get lucky and there's like orbs that are in this activity tent, and you just happen to see 1 come out. And then over here, I don't see anything. I think we're good to go. And I can't really check it if it's inside an area. You just have to get really lucky on having that orb just like glitch through the wall. So I come over here to glance, just to see if I see any movement. Hear any movement. I don't see anything. Alright, so we'll go ahead and just drop that there. Turn our light back on. And we're going to get our thermometer. Alright, first thing I do is look for the bone and check at the same time. Look for the cursed objects. This is where the Ouija board will spawn in this location. The bone will spawn in any random location, so I can't really tell you. You just have to keep your eyes up. But this is for the cursed subjects. So that is the Ouija board location. And then you have this here, which is the summoning circle. So summoning circle always spawns here. Alright, and then always check in here because sometimes it'll be against the wall. I heard some rustling. So ghost is following us. Or curious. At least. Alright, and here, no bone. No activity. Check these tents here. Now these tents, if a ghost is hiding you at this location and you're near these tents or can get here, just walk right into the entrance and go to the far corner and you'll be safe. It's in the kids area. Because it just like came at me inside the tent. 13.9. Oh. No, it's not in the kids area. It's just following me. This might be a banshee. I think it's a ghost in here. Because I think there was something in the bathroom. No. It's throwing something. It's not a happy ghost. A monkey paw spawns right here on this lean-to. Music box spawns right here on this container. I'm just checking the temperatures. I'm not sure where it's at, but it could be. Remember, we're only having 2. All right, and then the tarot cards are usually right here. So let's go back over here. And then you have the doll. This one's right here. I didn't get anything, so I'm not sure. It has to be here somewhere. Yeah, it's in this set. Alright, so it's by this set here. It's throwing those shoes. Let's go ahead and get some stuff set up. We'll get dots. And a motion sensor. Oh, actually, let's put the camera down here for a second. And pick that up too. And it's just pretty aggressive. And I'm not sure why. Oh, it's the summoning circle. That's right. I almost forgot. So, those are the locations of things spawn. I'm gonna end up putting 2 dots. It's like really active. EMF 3. It's throwing stuff around. I don't have my camera. I'm gonna get another dots because of the location and how it looks. I definitely do not have an EMF 5. You see the spike? It only goes up to 2 points. It goes from up to 2, then 2 to 4. And so, let's see if I can spot anything. That right there is the motion sensor. It has not set the motion sensor up yet. That's weird. There we go. We'll do a book and light. Because it said it's doing lots of touching. So, yeah. It's like inside the tent. So I'm going to put one of these inside the tent. I'm going to remove this. Just ever so slightly. Right there. There we go. I'm going to check the temperature again. 3.5. Put the book down. And that should be it. Alright. I'm going to put this a little closer to, there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and get the rest of the stuff. Here's some salt. No spirit box yet. I don't know what it threw. I didn't see it. No UV. Yeah, definitely no UV. Well then, I'm not getting anything. Let's see if I got orbs at least. Let's go ahead and get the camera over here. Ghost writing. Alright, so we got ghost writing. 10. It's out here. Oh, it might have moved. Oh, there's the bone. Walked right by that bone. So it's still here. Oh, it's moved in the back. 2.7. So it's back further here. It's like walking in and out of the room. So I thought I just seen dots. Yeah, I think I just saw dots. Let's turn off the lights and go in the truck. Let's go in the truck and see if we can find dots. Oh, we'll pick up the parabolic. Alright, let's check and see. It's definitely walking in that area, so we'll see. I gotta go pretty soon. I might have to set it further back. I might have to go back in there and check again. Yeah, it's definitely throwing stuff. It takes a little bit longer for these to conclude, but like if you're wanting to really learn the ghost based on behaviors, you know, you could tie into there's YouTube videos that you could check. Um, there's a lot of information, but if you like really want to get to a point where you're able to watch the ghost from a distance and see like how it's acting. Um, yeah, I think that this method would be the best. MF3. I'm just gonna leave one of those there. I've got one already. I need salt. my my thing is up pretty high still, and I could just go into one of those tents. I want to know because I thought I saw dots. It's like throwing stuff right there. I think that was a shoe that was thrown. No. Oh well. That scared me. Definitely no UV. I need 2 more pictures. I think I got that one. Oh. That was a 2-star anyway. That's my last picture, so. Well, shoot. Let's check the temperatures. No freezing temps. Alright, so no for freezing temps. I do think we have dots. Because I could have, let's move the camera back a little bit. Let's check from this here. While we listen. It's definitely in the tent. Because it's like moving things around in there. I'm just gonna sit here and watch for dots. Because all we have right now is ghostwriting. Alright, so there's the thing. Let's go get a picture of that real quick. The reason I'm standing here is in case it hunts. Well, we know it's not a shade. Because it has been acting way too active when we're in the area. So, I don't think it's a shade. I guess I could go get a firelight and try it out. But I'm pretty good at that. I'm pretty confident it's not a shade. Oh no! Oh, I was too slow. Oh well, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I can't delete anymore because I deleted 2 pictures already, and that's your maximum. And I was just like a little bit of a delayed. That's not fair. That is not fair. Oh boy. And it's definitely moving stuff around in here. It's not a shade. Oh. Spirit box. So it's either spirit, poltergeist, mirror. It does not like lights. So let's try this. Mirrors don't like lights, so it'll like turn off lights. Oh, you scared me. It's invisible. It might be a spirit. It's definitely not a deogen. A poltergeist. It's not really throwing stuff around, so I'm gonna rule out poltergeist. I don't know if it's a spirit. I could check. Let me pick up. It's hunting. It's very slow. It's a deogen. The reason I'm saying it's a deogen is you see how fast it was walking and they got super slow as it came towards me? Deogens get really slow when they walk towards you. Look how, like, angry it is. No, it's still there, so it's not a spirit. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's check our, see if our math is right on a deogen. I did not complete the repel. I should have. I completely forgot. It's okay. I mean, let's see. Yeah, we can actually do that. Let's do that real quick. It's gonna hunt again soon, so let's it's not a spirit because oh, that's a phantom. Never mind. It's not a mare because it did not turn off the light. It didn't turn that off, so I don't think it's a mare. But it did get... Mares do get weaker in the light. So if we go to mare, so it could be a mare. Turning lights around will lower its chances to attack. Increase in the dark. Alright, so let's go ahead and... We don't need the camera. We'll just go through with some incense. I always fully open these. Fully open them. Because that's the way you know it's going to be a hunt. Let's turn the light on real quick. And go back in here. This is gonna hunt very soon. Yeah, see, there it is. Let's check it again. Alright, see, it gets slower as it got to us, so it's definitely a deogen. The lights are still on. So. And throw that at him. Alright, so I'm gonna go with the deogen because of the way it's moving. So let's go ahead and go and we'll test. We got all the evidence. We got all the photos. Let's see if we're right. It was a deogen. Alright, see, look at that. Not too difficult. We didn't get any XP or anything. But this right here was perfect. We were able to get the correct ghost based on how it was hunting. We only got 2 pieces of evidence. And we were paying attention to how the ghost was reacting to us. Like, if it was like a line of sight and got faster, like in this instance, the deogen's the only one that gets within line of sight. Like, it sees you, and it gets slower as it gets closer to you. So it gets slower at line of sight. So you're able to walk around and what they do, like roundabout it, like take it in a circle around. Let's say that you are playing the very first match or a house, which is Tanglewood Drive. So in Tanglewood Drive, you have the kitchen island, and you can actually go around circles of the kitchen island with that ghost. So if you're trying to figure out like the kind of ghost, and you're not in a place like Camp Woodland, but you have something that is like circular able, and it's like it gives you enough space between you and the ghost, you can take the ghost around. Now it really depends on the ghost that you have in the instance, because if you have only one instant and it's a fast ghost, then you're probably not going to be able to get around it unless you're like really a professional. You have to practice a lot. I would just, that's my suggestion. That's the reason I like Tango Drive and Camp Woodwind so much, is because I'm able to perfect my skills to be able to go around with these other ones. Like, if you really want to take this game in and prestige, multiple times, and really get like um, because I know a lot of people are like trophy hunters, and I'm at 45 trophies out of 54. And all the trophies that are left require me to have a certain skill with the ghost, which requires to do all the apocalyptic challenges, and then the lighthouse keeper and the sunny meadows survival. So I have to do all those in order to get the rest, and not to mention a few things about ghosts. So, like, I'm using these two areas to kind of perfect my ability to detect what ghost it is based on how it hunts, based on movement, based on, how it reacts to me, and then the evidence that you got, because that's going to help rule out. So those two pieces of evidence, or that one piece of evidence, is going to really help you rule out the ghost that you have. Because if you have two pieces of evidence, it's going to give you maybe, depending on the evidence, 3 to maybe two ghosts, 3 ghosts, 5 ghosts, and it's really good to really understand how each one reacts. So that's why I say to go on YouTube. If you go onto YouTube, you could check to see what, how that hunts. That's a good way to do it. Or you could do like this here. You can go in and do a custom, and with a custom, you can, learn. It allows you to like observe the ghost, and you could do this too with all 3 evidences. If you want to be able to pinpoint what ghost it is and watch how it hunts, that's a perfect example of something that you could do. And then you could put it to where you have like higher speed and stamina, so you don't run out, and you can loop the ghost. That's it, loop, like the roundabout. You could loop the ghost and watch it carefully, and how it behaves with you, depending on the things that you do, like line of sight, out of line of sight, how slow it goes when it gets closer to you, how fast it goes when it gets closer to you, if it gets slower when it loses sight of you, if it gets faster when if you're hiding and it just gets slower. So those types of things you would be able to pick up on. And if you have 3 pieces of evidence, the 3 pieces of evidence will help you, because you're able to determine what a ghost it is, and then you can just stay a little longer and watch it hunt, and that will help you, okay, this is what this ghost does, and then you go to the next ghost, and you make these either random down or make a mental note, and then you go to the next one, do it again, and this time you go to a different ghost, you find the evidences, and then you wait around a little bit, and you don't have to worry about dying, because this right here is set when you have a custom. You won't lose anything. You don't get any XP, but you're getting knowledge, which I think is a little bit more, because once you have all the knowledge, then you could play all these on the hardest level, and you could just rake in that XP and the money like super fast. It's not going to bother you, because all of the time that you spent learning how these ghosts move allows you to now go into like the highest custom, and you could play the like 15, 17 multiplier. That 17 multiplier you could go through, and that's like $15,000 or more per contract. That's going to add up. You know how long it takes to get 15,000 if you do a 1 contract? Just based on normal, the most you get if you don't have dailies or weeklies is like 1,000 to I think it's 1,200, depending, like if you have dailies. But like the weeklies, you get those if you don't have any dailies, then it's like 1,000. So you'd have to do that 15 times, but you could do one project, so 15 times. So just say with the 15 times you get 15,000. So use those 15 times to go into Camp Woodwind or to Tango Drive, and learn the ghost, and then on that 16th try, you can rake in like everything. Or what you could do is do 14, and then on the 15th time, you could just go in on the highest level multiplier, play that, because you'll have all the knowledge that you need, and you'll be able to go back and back and back in this 15,000 per time, and not including any of your weeklies and dailies. So that's why I say it's definitely better to use that. And I have been doing that periodically. I've gotten to where I wanted to go on Prestige with 100 to get all my gear. But It really doesn't do anything. I do that with Point Hope. This right here that I've done for the 5 is when I go into customs. It counts. And then the same thing with Setting Meadows. I've done a couple customs. It counts. As long as you get the right ghost and you get all of your objectives, I believe. But I think it's just the correct, yeah, just correctly identify the ghost and survive. That's all you have to do. So, it's the same with all this. Camp Woodwind, I didn't do it because the Camp Woodwind for me, it is really easy if you have the tents. Like, you could go in and make money on Camp Woodwind doing your Ranger Challenge and being able to identify the ghost. Because you have those tents to be your savior. So if you want to make money on the time and get your gear up, do Camp Woodwind for sure. On, maybe intermediate or professional, 3 pieces of evidence. Just don't die because you will lose your stuff. But yeah, so hopefully that helps. Hopefully that does help. I've got to actually hop off here. So I'm going to... okay, so I'm just looking. I've got a lot of a lot of things with my my phone. I didn't realize that. I was gonna do our daily Bible verse today. Actually, I'm gonna go back to. I was listening to Matthew. I'm doing. What is it called? It's called Dwell, and you have Hallow. If you want like an app for the Bible, so I do this because I read the Bible. I've got 2. I got 2 Bibles. I got 3 study Bibles. And if I'm like really wanting to read when my phone's charging and I want to listen to music, then I will do that. If I want to listen and read along, I usually go onto my app to do this. So this app here is great. It challenges me to listen to the Bible every day. I do read. But this right here is perfect because it goes into where you have, let's say you want to do daily, you have Psalms daily, Proverbs daily, Psalms and Proverbs, words of Jesus daily. I'm on Matthew right now, and Matthew I think is a 21-day long. And that's when I started. I'm on day 16 right now, so I'll have to choose another one pretty soon. But yeah, so let's go ahead. Today's scripture for Psalms is preserve me. Oh, let's see, where is it? Psalms 16:1 through 11. This is a lot. That's a lot of word of the day. Usually I want to keep it short. Let's just continue listening. So I was listening to yesterday, and yesterday it was giving, it was talking about the parables that Jesus had, and so this is like one of the reasons I like going into Matthew, is because of all the parables. And when it talks about, let's see, today it's talking about the fig tree, and how you're planted and you have the opportunity to produce fruit, or you will wither. And that is a parable about us, our fruit that we bear. And the fruit that we bear is not based on monetary gain. It's not based on possessions. It's not based on success. This is based on us producing fruit, which is other people. Producing fruit, which is kindness and love. Showing people kindness and love. Where he says that we're supposed to love thy neighbor. Love thy neighbor, honor thy father, our mother. And it's basically able to forgive. And to treat each other with kindness. You're going to produce fruit because you're going to rub off on these people. And maybe not these people, but you're going to rub off on other people that you know. Just taken for instance that you have your parents and you grew up in a pretty bad, pretty bad spot. I know I didn't have the best childhood. I didn't have the worst, but I didn't have the best. I was treated very differently from my siblings. And it felt like I was not wanted. I got that very early feeling. I remember asking as a young girl, I think I was maybe 6 years old. I actually asked my mom, I was like, do you love me? Because I did not feel loved. I didn't feel like she actually wanted me there because I was being treated differently. Um, so that right there, it tied into my entire childhood where I did act out because I did not feel loved. There was even a point in my life where I would miss the school bus purposely because I thought that if I went to school, I would come back and my parents would be gone. So sorry for the random, it's my cough drop. So let me move it from under my tongue. So there's this like wanted. I didn't feel like they wanted me. Sorry, it's gonna cling, so it's going back under the tongue. So I didn't really feel wanted, and it it really it really hurt. And then I carried that trauma through adulthood. I did like I was a giver, so I still gave. I felt like that's the only way that I could get love. Was through, if I did things for them, then they would love me. If I was this perfect child, that they would finally love me and want me. So I was a people pleaser. And so that whole point of what I'm saying is that I eventually ended up resenting my parents for a short time because I was like, why did you treat me so differently? I didn't do anything. I don't know why I am being like treated so poorly. And then I was thinking about other things. I was looking at it as a different view, and when I flipped my view, I flipped the way that I looked at it. My viewpoint completely changed. I looked at my siblings. I looked at me. I looked at how I was treated, how they were treated, and I look how I am now and how they are now. And I am like, okay, I understand now. And so that I did not. I still gave my parents money, and you could best believe that if I had the money right now and they came to me, I definitely would do it again. Not because I want that love, it's because I will honor them. They are my parents. They gave me life. My mom birthed me into this world. So I will honor them. I will not give in to them like I did before. I'm not going to be a people pleaser. So, if they're asking out of just want and not out of necessity, that's a different story. Like if I know that they're good and they're just coming to me because they want to take advantage of me, that will be cut off completely. That's not going to happen. But I will always honor them. And if they need, if it is a need, I'm not going to turn that down. I'm not going to turn it down. I am going to limit my availability for people, but I'm going to be kind. I'm going to be generous to everybody. It doesn't matter if you did backstab me or if you did do me wrong. I am going to be above that, and I'm going to show you that, you don't have to be that person. And then you're going to see other people look at you and go like, wow, you were treated so poorly by these people, but yet you still are extending a helping hand when they're in need. And that shows them that kindness, love, compassion, it's still in this world, and it rubs off on them. And then when they find out, like, why are you doing this? Because God, I'm walking with Jesus. I don't want to fill the world with hate and just all this like doubt and worry and stress. And if I can do that with somebody and help them, then that's just making the world better little by little. It's a little thing, but it is contagious. So that is kind of what he is talking about in that parable. He's not talking about an actual tree. He's not talking about a person producing like actual fruit, like actual something that is seen with the naked eye. It is talking about fruit that you can't see, which is loving everybody, being kind, having compassion and empathy for each other, treating each other like family, even if we're not related, because we all are brothers and sisters. You know, we all come from Adam and Eve. We all come from the earth. Adam, you know, men were crafted from earth and women were taken from his rib. We have to really understand that balance. And the world today is really not understanding that balance. It's really off whack. And everyone's feeling that. And people like me are here to change that. So we're trying to bring back the kindness, back the balance into this world. And it is very contagious, as you see. A lot of people they're coming back to Christ. A lot of people are coming back to community and back to family. So that is what he's talking about when you bear fruit. You bear good fruit. If you bear bad fruit, that is the opposite of what I was talking about. That is anger, that's bitterness, that's resentment, that's jealousy, that's envy, that is keeping a grudge, you know, it's not forgiving people. That is the bad fruit. That is what he does not want you to bear. He doesn't want you to bear that bad fruit because that is also contagious. And he wants you to go the way of the light, and he wants you to, you know, if someone does you wrong, you know, forgive them, because at the end of the day, it's not going to matter. You know, nothing's going to change. They will have to deal with their consequences, yes, but you can still forgive them and move on. You could still, you don't have to necessarily like them, but you love them, you know, pray for them, and forgive them, because you honestly are, if you're holding resentment in your heart, that is harming you more than anything else. It's not harming them. They don't care if you're resenting them. Look what they did to you. But you need to be able to let that go, forgive them, and, you know, just follow what God wants you to do. You know, move on, and show people that forgiveness, love, compassion, empathy, everything that is good in this world is still here, and it is still practiced by a lot of people. So that's kind of like what I like about Matthew. I will probably definitely be reading Matthew again after I'm done, with this 21-day challenge, because I just, it like reminded me again of like why and how much I loved it so much. So anyway, I will go ahead and let you go. I hope that you guys have a great day. I hope that this was helpful to you. And good luck on any ghost hunts that you have. If you want to team up, just shoot me a message. This is crossplay enabled, so you can have a PC, an Xbox, or PlayStation, and you can still play together. I'm on Discord as well, and we have a few Discord communities for Phasmophobia, and we can also play like Fortnite. That's also a crossplay compatible game, and we could check on to the other. I will put this out there though. I am a person that cannot focus on a lot of things at once, so I probably will only play 2 to 3 games. Right now, it has been Phasmophobia and Fallout because of the new season that we've been in, and I've been grinding. I just got to 50 today, so I'm halfway there, and the season will start in March. So what I'm trying to do is just get through the season in Fallout, and that way I can focus on other games. But I love Fallout, and I'm looking forward to the next update that we have. I'm still waiting to do the raids on Fallout. I've yet to find a crew to go in. Unfortunately, Fallout is not crossplay compatible, so if you want to team up on that, you do have to have a PlayStation. It's either PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. We only have one PlayStation 5, which is my hubby's, and my PlayStation 4 went out the window. It burned up, so we only can play on his for now. Buying another one is just not, it's not up there on the necessity list right now, but it's definitely on the to buy list, because I absolutely love gaming with him, and I miss it. We don't game together very often anymore. It's maybe once a week or so, once every 2 weeks. Just depends We usually will borrow his brother's PlayStation 5 for a few hours. And it's really up to his mood, because sometimes he can be very mean and rude. Even if he's not utilizing it, he will pretend that he is on it for 2 seconds, hop off, and it'll waste the hours that we could have been playing. So it's unfortunate that he feels the need to do that. It doesn't sabotage us, because we still play together. Unbeknownst to a lot of people, we still play together. It's just not the sense of I'm on the gaming. I'm just like sitting right next to him, watching him and helping him guide through, especially when it comes to phasmophobia. So anyway, I better go. It has been an hour and 20 minutes. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was educational when it comes to playing this game, and like the best methods, because I definitely think that it would work out in your favor. Just putting a little bit of time of learning. It's just like the whole thing, you before a test, you do the research, you gain the knowledge, and then you're able to ace that test. You have no anxiety, no nothing. You just, because you put the work in, and you're able to get through it faster. So you're done before everybody else. You're able to get on with your day. Everyone else is sitting there for hours trying to get through, because they didn't study as much. So they're taking it one question at a time, and you've already had all the knowledge because you put the work in, and you're able to zip through it. That's just like this game here. You put you put your work in to learn the ghost, and then you're able to get into these harder contracts that are with higher multipliers, and you're able to rake up the XP and points, and people are going to be like, how are you doing that? So, anyway, I better go again. Keep rambling. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you don't watch any of my other streams, I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. I will pray that you are the blessed throughout and prosperous for the rest of the year. Remember, if you're in a dark place, if you're watching this, hold on. Just hold on. The darkness, it doesn't last, just like day and night. The night never lasts forever. Just hold on to your faith, and just know that you do matter. You are wanted in this world, and you are irreplaceable. You are loved beyond what you can comprehend. Trust me, you are loved beyond what you can comprehend. God loves every one of us. Like, if you have no physical person in this world, God has all the love to get you to where you are standing alone on this mountaintop, and you're able to have been like, okay, I can now let people in, and you will just watch your life transform. You will watch your life just do a 180, and you will see that the things that you thought mattered, the things that you thought you knew, are completely different than what actually is. And then your world is going to change, and it's going to be the best feeling ever. You're not going to recognize anything anymore. It is going to be so beautiful. It does get very aggravating from time to time, because you see so many people that are stuck behind. But, just focus on you. If there's anybody that's teetering in the middle, help them, but just keep focusing on you. Keep focusing on you, and healing and continuing your journey, because even though you don't see it, when you're doing that, you're helping the people that are borderline hone in on you, and they're going to come to you, and they're going to be like, hey, what's going on? What's your secret? I've seen this. There's something going on, and they're going to want that information. They're going to be so thirsty, and you're going to be able to lead them in. You're going to be able to lead them into this life, and you're going to bear good fruit. So, so just you keep holding on. The darkness doesn't last forever. Just hold on. Anyway, I gotta go. Again, thank you. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next broadcast. Bye.